Many viewers observing this interview will recall the 1979-82 period when the Labour Party was in office and the confusion that went on during that period. In fact, we moved straight from government then into opposition, winning only 2 seats, the Dennery North and Castries South seat. Philip J. Pierre joined the St. Lucia Labour Party very soon after that period, and I also became political leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party. Well, Philip was always a very good student of the politics, and in fact used that period to galvanize his support in the Castries East constituency, and did a fantastic job at that. He really organized it well, in keeping with all the principles that he was taught as to how to organize a constituency group, and was in fact rewarded with the seat, and never looked back since. He has in fact won every election in that, every election since then to date. Philip was deputy to me as leader, and deputy to Kenny Anthony, who succeeded me as leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party. He has had an intense period of training, not only as a parliamentarian, but as a leader in the St. Lucia Labour Party. And I cannot think of anyone that he would have learned more from than the Honorable Kenny D. Anthony. I think Kenny D. Anthony is generally accepted as one of the best prime ministers that St. Lucia has produced. In fact, he has been outstanding, and I think you can tell what the contrast is now, during as we have somebody who half the time, I believe, doesn't know exactly where he's coming from. But Philip has been well trained. He has learned well. In fact, on most occasions that Kenny Anthony was out of the country, Philip acted as a prime minister. And I don't think that there's one occasion when anybody had anything negative to report during that period. I think Philip may, in fact, suffer from the rumor that became part of the UWP mantra in dealing with the St. Lucia Labour Party leadership. And that was whether I was leader, whether Philip is leader. They always seem to bandy about that, we would vote for the Labour Party if you all had another leader. Well, Philip is the leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party. He is he is the best qualified person to lead the party at this time, particularly given his training. And I make it very, very clear to all who come to me with this nonsense about whether he can lead or not. And that is that if Chasney can be leader, if Stephenson King can be leader of this country, I don't know what's wrong with Philip. Philip is more qualified than either of them, or both of them put together, so that there is no question at all about his leadership. And I think particularly at this time, given his discipline, that he is the right man to deal with what is actually happening now. It is generally accepted and admitted by the Prime Minister himself that St. Lucia is broke, and I don't see any changes taking place in that regard in the very near future, at least until the election. And I think Philip is the best person as an accountant, as a financial advisor, and trained, has his degree in the area of finance, is the best person to take St. Lucia out of the morass that it finds itself in. So I have no hesitation whatsoever, none, in recommending Philip J. Pierre, the leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party, as the next Prime Minister of St. Lucia. And I feel certain, and I say to all St. Lucians, that you can trust my judgment in this, that Philip will do a great job in bringing St. Lucia back to where it's supposed to be, and to continue the work of his predecessor, Kenny Anthony, in leading St. Lucia with distinction.